Alrighty then, Sand 2 Mech Warriors, and welcome back to another episode of MekHQ as we continue to the campaigns of the Neutron Stars, and it is Season 2, the second season. As we come back, we have successfully conquered Talaria Air Base, and now we get to return to sort of a little bit slower pace as we get things rocking and rolling. So, let's see, right? There's no reason to ride. I just wanted to make sure that the song could finish. Yes, the picture of the awesome, I believe it's Shimmering Sword who did it, and it is just absolutely gorgeous. I did cut it out of the original image that was part of, but it was truly gorgeous. Like, I like the fact that it's not super wide boy the way that the current awesome is. Commander, hello everybody. Without copyright stuff, yeah, there's that. No, it's not Persona. If you can guess what it is, I'll give you a cookie. I don't know what that cookie it is. Maybe if it's one of my players, I'll give you an edge. So we'll start doing that. If you can guess where that came from, you get an edge. Hello, Pyro. Hello, Warden. Hello, Brick. The Holy Inquisition is here. I saw Raging Cypher as well. But walk us. Is it from anime? Yes, it is. But I kind of bet that you won't be able to get it. Alright, so, we left off last time with having successfully conquered Talaria Air Base. It is now under our control, mostly. The fires have finally gotten under control. It's not Cowboy Bebop. And so we are now going to be using that as our base of operations. There was a vote over the week as to which objective we would go for next, and it was decided we're going for Lemnos Repair Yards, which is sort of in the middle of the Central Valley and is being protected by none other than Sensei, who happens to be a particular expert mech warrior who trains the people in Pantheon Company. So he's going to be a bit of an interesting opponent when we finally start getting onto mainline special event missions. Now, for the next little while, we're not probably going to be doing special event missions as we have to build up enough momentum moving against Lemnos Repair Yard for everything to go. No, it's not Macross, and it's not Final Fantasy VII. So, yeah, for the next little while, we're going to have a couple of missions. So today already we have two missions already set for the week. We may get through these quickly, and we may have more missions coming up. That's the joy of operating on the random set instead of the special event setups. So yeah, we have 2 probes currently set up for today, and we'll see if we can get through more of them. Is it a Watanabe show? I'm not familiar with that, so I can't answer the question. Master Sensei, the teacher. Basically, yeah. I feel at home on this map. Islander asks, what is he? Nice and flat. For the most part, actually. Is my isometric view on? It is on, okay. So, we need to get our folks deployed, by the way, for those of you who wish to view the map in all of its glory. There it is. Enjoy. Now it's going away. Until, we're all done with it. Alright, so first things first, we're just going to get everybody nice and situated. I don't anticipate the enemy's going to do anything too crazy. It's mostly a bunch of light mechs and vehicles, which Cobra ought to be perfectly suited to gobble up. So the first mission is a probe attacker, so we basically need to annihilate 25% of our enemies, and the next mission is going to be a probe defender. What's the probe? Exactly. And we'll also make sure that we get the grasshopper on the field at the start of the mission. So we have our forces. The map is not huge, and the enemy forces arrayed against us are not super huge in number, but enough. And they do have reinforcements on the way, so we're going to have to want to wipe these guys out as fast as we can. We got a Locust, a Stinger, a Wasp, a Saladin. The Saladin is actually probably the most dangerous thing on the field at the moment. And a Fire Javelin down south. Too bad we can't capture Sensei and turn him into Serpent Side. No, he wouldn't be down for that. Sorry. He's a bit of a noble warrior type person. A warrior poet, as it were. Watanabe. Oh, alright, so let's get our forces underway. We're going to want to move quick and hit hard. Most of our weapons are actually pretty well suited to handle lights, because if we hit them, we will blow off a limb. It'll be great. 320 times and tanks? Yup. So ought to be just perfect for a first sort of return to normalcy mission. You ought to be able to handle it, I think. Although, Pyro, you're not in this current mission. You will be eventually. Oh yeah, we have a brand new dervish. So, yeah. Dragon's Griffin finally exploded. Actually, no, it didn't explode. The center torso had failed to be properly repaired, and so he transferred over to a Dervish, which is a 585 with a whole ton of weapon systems on it. So if I actually arrange these as according to damage, we can see 2 medium lasers, 2 LRM-10s, and 2 SRM-2s. So he's got a lot of options. Yes, and the beginning of the MPL grass chopper. So we found a couple of medium pulse lasers in a previous mission, and we finally had time to refit them, and so the grass chopper finally has a pair of medium pulse lasers, which against light super fast people ought to actually be really good. So this mission is probably a perfect test case for him. So it doesn't look like there's any enemies close enough to actually fight, except for maybe the Dervish, because we already saw the PPC on the Griffin wasn't good enough to hit, and there's no LRMs on the Wolverine. So let's see if the Dervish has an option, because the Dervish has a pair of LRM-10s. Yes, just barely within range, although I bet a 16. Yabambe? I have no idea what you're talking about. I think I saw the fire javelin. Yes, it's way down south somewhere. Oh no, right there. Yeah, it's currently hidden by the Saladin. So nothing too dangerous. Pretty impossible shots on there. Needed a 16 to hit with his LRM, so that's not happening. See if I regret that fix or not. I think you'll do fine with it. We will keep the speed high though. Because until that Saladin's down, we have a pretty major threat that's staring us in the face basically every second of the day. So we need to make sure that that does not hurt us too badly. I'm going to continue sort of my southeasternly push. That way I can try and get a little bit of... That way I get the maximum speed while also sort of semi-closing. Thought regular tanks deployed in water, too bad they were hover tanks. Nope. Yeah, we're not going to get anything that easy. Oh, there's the Saladin. There's a chance that the Saladin dies this turn. You know what? I will actually just walk it. We'll come up here. See if we can't give a little bit of coverage. That'll also cover him from the Saladin. It won't be able to see him through the trees, which is good. Just ride the heat, it's not that bad. And the Dervish could also probably close in pretty close. Let's see if we can't hurt it. How's your LRMs? If you back up a little bit. That'll work. That'll give him a +2 on everything. Put him at short range with the LRMs. Don't know if that's going to give him anything, but it ought to be interesting to see what happens. I wonder if there's a melee range counter or a short range counterpart to sniper, which allows you to get bonuses if they're within your minimum range. I wonder if that's a thing. I should ask somebody about that. Got the Scimitar medium hover tank zipping across the water, and the Locust coming in fairly close. Hi. So the Scimitar actually got very close. Saladin's on 11. That's not good. You're on a 10. 12 over here. A 10 for the fire javelin, which is tempting. Actually, if I hit that fire javelin, I probably will just rip off an arm or something. Your alarm currently set to. Fortunately, nobody's in his minimum range bracket, which we kind of expected. I'm gonna give it a shot, just to have a quick snapshot over towards the fire javelin. We won't bother with the LRMs just yet. We will come across to that. Pulse lasers don't have the range for that. However, our large laser does, and so we will take aim with the large laser. So I don't think. Yeah, the pulse laser is just barely short on that Scimitar. Innisphere pulse laser is extremely short ranged. However, they still give you a +2. And a +2 is still a +2. We'll take a pot shot over at the Saladin. That's looking at me. I can't see that hit. Kind of operating in a bit of an awkward space because I'm trying to see. You can go over there. No SPA to boost close range. There is one that swaps the range bonuses though. That's weird. Swaps range bonuses. Yeah, that's an interesting way of looking at things, I guess. Straight up. Oh, of course. Give it the PPC. PPC might actually be able to do something. 11 or 10. Yeah, pot shot at a Locust. If it hits, it'll kill. And the large laser on the Wolverine probably also going to be your most capable weapon. 12 and 12. Well, may as well double tap with that. Oh, 3 or... I can either fire 3 shots or 1 shot, so I'll take the 3. Well, we very carefully set up our range on this Pegasus and on the Saladin, now that I'm actually looking at it. 10 is probably not going to give me what I want, but you know what? Have some LRMs, friend. See what ends up happening. Alright, Scimitar managed to hit us with both of his SRM-2s. And we did hit the Javelin on the left leg, so he's down to 3 armor on that one. So that was Argentavius' Griffin. Nice shooting there. Grasshopper missing with a large laser. Grand Dragon missing with a PPC. Wolverine missing with everything. And the Locust hit the Wolverine with a medium laser. So not the best showing ever. What sounds work, Tech? So we'll have everything set up there. And now comes the round where everybody starts dying. Kentucky does it again. Oh, yes. It was a pretty decent shot, actually. Need to be careful of the Saladin. It's obviously the most dangerous thing on the field. So how fast are you moving? I figured it'd be at least a +3. Let's swap the range one. I see. Pardon me. Basically pick the range bracket and take the bonus from that. So your long range penalty swaps to short range. That's actually really, really good on certain types of mechs. I could build a fascinating longbow with that. Or medium to short. Imagine Theoden's speech for death. There's a little bit more to that speech than just death, but yes. Can I get the grasshopper over there? Range would you be of the pulses? I think that's just outside. Yeah, that's in a medium range. So that'd be 5 minus 2, 3. And your normal ability is a 3. Huh. So a 6. Yeah, that might work out. Wait, no. It'll be an 8 because of the +2 for movement. Right. How about if I just walked it? Then I'm in long range. We'll move you last, probably. Come up right on here. Turn like so. They'll give me some movement, some protection, and also place me to stomp on people. Swapping ailerons as long range is like everything. Could run to the Stinger. The Stinger just did move. I could do that with the Griffin, but I don't feel like doing that with the Griffin. The Dragon, on the other hand, seems like a perfectly reasonable suggestion. Assuming, of course, he doesn't get hit with the AC-20, in which case I will come to very much regret that suggestion, but we will find out. Who was that? Somebody moved in close. Oh, the Fire Javelin. Fire Javelin wants to come in close, and I want to come in behind him. Jump +3, 6. If we keep him in short range, we'll never hit him anyway. Shooting at lights will become a fascinating lesson in frustration. As you know, it often becomes. Outside of the river, and now we're starting to get him behind people. And we're still on his left side, which means if we get another hit on that left leg, it's going to be gone. Saladin moving pretty out in the open. I mean, the only shot he's got is on the grasshopper right now. I mean, I could bait him because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't quite get to melee range, but we get pretty gosh darn close. Just melee him to death, melee's best. Yeah, that's definitely one way to do it. How fast did you move? That was 3. I hate the fact that they're all flanking 3. It's going to make life incredibly difficult. Could rush in for close combat. So the +3, if I get him in short range, it'll be a +4. It'll be a 7. Give me your alarms. And we're gonna just kinda risk all of your life by putting you right on the edge. Special pilot ability. Where are we talking about SPS? I could just remove that wasp if it's better. We'll figure out what we want to do with you. We'll probably have you go after the locust. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's not enough to make a charge. I mean, the charge would be like that, and so it wouldn't be a proper good charge. Your protection leads all the way up into that dervish, which I don't want to do. I'll keep you protected by doing this. And we'll bounce you up like that. And yeah, that's gonna really screw with the accuracy, but it could work out. It could happen. 11s, 10 or 9. Not worth the heat. You're gonna get a little bit of medium pulse laser. That has your medium laser as well. Single medium laser. You used to have like 4 more. Or no, 2. 3. He had several more medium lasers. Let's see. 14. Yeah. I mean, use that to maximum range record anyway. Alright, so 9 and 7 plus 7. Oh, it's beautiful. And then, sure, why not? I'll throw on the 9. So he's going to roll 7s in order to hit this locust. That's going to be nice. 4 medium lasers and 1 large. So you got rid of 3 medium lasers and a heat sink, if I recall correctly. Hiya, buddy. Oh, that's going to be an 8? You don't say. Who's more dangerous to me, the stinger or the wasp? That's the eternal question. It's actually a trick question. Because it's the javelin. Yeah, if all things equal, fire at the javelin. And then the Wolverine is actually in a really nice position to do some truly nasty things to this tank. Am I tempted to fire the large laser? You better believe it. You know what, we'll twist just to get a better idea exactly what's going on. A 9? It'll be a 10 because you lose 1 accuracy. There's a 4. Nah, I'd like them to be a little bit nimble. We will be very, very tight-fisted when it comes to heat right now. Saladin. Oh, it's 9. I must have miscalculated. Heard badly. Alright, Scimitar fires the AC-5. And managed to hit the Grand Dragon with an AC-5, one of the SRM-2s. The Wasp misses everything it fired. Pegasus misses. The Griffin has managed to blow off the left leg. So Autocantave is coming in and double tapping the PPC on that Fire Javelin's left leg. That'll actually be very helpful. The AC-20 did miss. He needed a 12, so we actually came in pretty nicely on that one. And then the medium laser missed for the Grasshopper. However, both of his pulse lasers lasered right on into it exactly as designed, demonstrating that, well, actually no, he rolled a 10 and a 12 anyway, but demonstrating that these weapons are very much designed for this anti-light roll, which makes him pretty good at that. And then we got another fight, this Fire Javelin, shot him in the left leg, was transferred into his left torso because he doesn't have a left leg anymore. The Locust fires at the Dervish, a couple of light weapons. I mean, he's got a medium laser and 2 machine guns. It's not the worst thing in the world. Fire Javelin managed to get a shot off on the Grand Dragon's torso. And the Dervish actually did hit with one of his LRMs, and not only did he hit the Saladin in the fuel tank and blew the whole thing to smithereens, so we don't have to worry about the big cannon anymore. So their most dangerous mech is, their most dangerous mech is down, and their most dangerous tank is down, all in the same round. Cobra's doing good work. Let's see, this is the Grasshopper, so I could kick. Yeah, we'll give him a kick for 7. And I'll give you a kick for a 6. And then I will give you the double kick because you're a melee master specialist. And that'll be the Locust kicked my Dervish, dick. And then the Grasshopper did a double kick. Or, wait, did you double kick? Oh no, he just transferred all the damage. Blew off the left leg of the Locust, so the Locust is now going down. The Stinger kicked my Grand Dragon and hit. The Grand Dragon kicked the Stinger and very badly damaged it. And the Wolverine then double tapped on the Galleon with a foot, blew that to little tiny pieces. The Locust fell over, lost his arm. By losing his arm, continued to transfer the damage into the torso, which set off the ammunition, which blew the whole thing to Kingdom Come. It has been a very successful round. This seems to be pretty so far. Cobra's feeling good. Yeah, Cobra's got some real serious stuff going for him today. And with that, on turn 3, they get the 25% of the probe victory. Oh, good job, Cobra. Oh, boy. Let's see, winner controls the battlefield, so yes, we do. Didn't even get to see the reinforcements. Undamaged is what they call us. No injuries to report. And we'll pick up that Fire Javelin, I suppose, as salvage, and I guess I can put it together. It lost a leg, so it couldn't run away. Oh god. So the Stinger died to losing a leg to the Grand Dragon. Which is... there's my Grand Dragon. The Locust died because it fell over and got just absolutely raffle detonated. Who kicked it? I think it was... was it the Dervish that kicked him? And then the Javelin is absolutely Arcantavis's pickup on this one. Give it all to the Grasshopper. Iceman kicked it. Right, I'm sorry. So let's go give it to the Grasshopper. So that's Grand Dragon got one, the Grasshopper got one, the Wolverine got one, the Dervish got one, and the Griffin got one. So everybody in Cobra gets 2 experience for this mission, because 1 for going on the mission and 1 for killing something. So good job, everybody. Very well jobbed. Even the repair bay is light. I won't set it up for who's gonna be doing the repair, who's gonna get the repair bay just yet this week, because there's no reason to. However, I can patch this thing up. Oh, we need a leg. Order a couple of legs. We have not had tremendous amounts of luck of putting legs back together. This is actually going to be an incredibly easy repair too. I mean, once the leg is put back on, there was literally no other damage except for some other damage. Weapon specialist campaign ops. Weapon specialist allows you to select one weapon that then lets you have a +2 to hit with that weapon. So you would use it with something like PPCs or AC-20s. It's a different version of gunnery specialization. So gunnery specialization gives you a +1 in a category, ballistic, energy, or missile, and a -1 in all other categories. So if you pick energy, you have a +1, which is a bad thing, in ballistic and missile, but you would get a -1, which is a good thing, in energy because you're reducing target number. Just some ammo and turn the lance around. Pretty much. Talrazid got energy weapon specialist, so he doesn't have the specific weapon specialist. He's got the general version, but since his fighter aircraft only has energy weapons anyway, it works out pretty well for him. So gunnery specialization instead of weapon specialist. All right, so I don't know how much damage is going to be. Oh yeah, we have a brand new fire javelin. I need to tell him to handle it. I'm not gonna apply the who's getting the repair lance just yet. We're gonna wait until after we get, God, I will think straight eventually, until after we figure out what happens to Diamondback, because Diamondback has a mission going on as well. So the attempts to fix the Hunchback's right leg is failing. All I want to do is put this Hunchback in the garbage as soon as I'm done fixing the gosh darn leg. Unfortunately, they're being incredibly frustrating with it. Oh no, that was the javelin. That's fine. But yeah, this Hunchback has been just a pain in the ass. We will get it repaired. The reason why I'm allowed to fix these two is because they're currently back at the repair bay. Tortozo can't get fixed. You've got some light armor damage, light armor damage, light armor damage. It's just super light stuff. So nothing too terrible, all things considered. So we're going to be coming up on Diamondback's mission on the 18th. It's the 13th right now, so chill. Not enough time to fix Hunchback, but the left leg on the Javelin has been fixed, and the Eagle has another 2,745 minutes left in its refit. We captured an Eagle a very long time ago, and we never actually got around to finishing fixing it, which, you not break the parts, people. So once we have that done with it, it'll be a fully modernized Eagle, rather than the current, fairly ancient one that we have at the moment. I'm going to mothball you so that you're not taking up valuable resources, and you'll be done tomorrow. 15th. Equipment coming in. Hey, we fixed that Hunchback's leg. I can just come to the Hunchback. Or not. Oh, that was it? Nice. I just need to find the bloody thing. So, here's my Hunchback. There it is. Mothball unit. Until somebody needs to use it. Mothballing it basically means long-term storage, so that makes it much easier, as my techs don't have to constantly look after it. In fact, I'm also mothballing a rifleman, and you can reactivate these units fairly quickly. So that's why it's perfectly okay to go ahead like so. And any mech that we're not using, I'm throwing in mothballs. We're not in the most desperate situation anymore. Sell back? We could. I mean, there's a whole bunch of mechs that I've got here that we could sell back. 6,000 minutes left on the Atlas 7 JGR upgrade, which was misnamed, but I'm not going to change it anymore since it is kind of funny. Weird, it said a different one on the list on the right. I'm not quite sure what it is you're talking about. Alright, so 2 more days. slowly get there. And then Diamondback Day. So 5,000. I think it's actually there's double that time. Although we're almost done with the Eagle, and that'll be nice. So Diamondback has a mission. Let's go see what it is they're going to be going to fight. See if it's a reasonable opposition. It's a bit heavy. A lot heavy. I mean, there's a lot of light targets. Burning Sigil, thank you. Let's go Diamondback. 3 month streak, been with us 3 months. Thank you so much, Burning Sigil, for the support. I do appreciate it. Double tap, send, all that. So yeah, let's go get them a mission. Actually, I kind of want to change the opposition just to give Diamondback mechs to fight. Because mechs are more interesting to kill than vehicles, if we're completely honest with ourselves. Although they do have a Shadowhawk and a Griffin, so that's going to complicate matters rather considerably. They got a Phoenix Hawk and an Oscout coming in as well. Yeah, a lot of interesting challenges are going to be coming their way. Set up, destroy PvP, 25%. Okie doke. Any luck? We'll kick their butt, take some names. That's some weight. That is a lot of weight. I mean, they do outmass us pretty much 3-1. So let's be a little bit honest. Part of the reason why it's sending so much against us is because they're not in the right lance weight bracket. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to modify this lance to be a little bit more reasonable. So we've got 2 mechs, a Griffin and a Shadowhawk. We're going to add a combat unit to him. Give him to the Duchy of Endurian. And I would like a Cicada, please. We will give them a Cicada. You got PPC? Maybe not. Mediums as a small, 2 mediums as a flamer. Give them the 2 mediums as a small. Select. And, what do you guys think they should get as a final opponent? Stinger. Stinger 3R. Because we've been seeing these guys all over the place. That should be a little bit more of a reasonable opposition. So we're about the same weight, but they've got reinforcements coming in to double our weight. So a little bit more of a focused fight than the other one. Yeah, we'll have some fun. Give them an Atlas and that's it. You guys would rip they would rip an Atlas to absolute shreds. They have the technology and the mechs. Oh, wrong button. I meant to say I'm done. Wolfhound can take an Atlas. Well, anybody can take an Atlas if you get really lucky with them headshots. Although we do have a Wolfhound now. I think I want to just basically gang up on this Griffin as hard and as fast as I possibly can. So Wolfhound needs to deploy first. And then everybody follows up after. And then Electronic Warfare, switch over to Ghost Targets. Pull you there. Pull you there. Really no advantage to the high ground in actual Battletech, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun with them. I've never actually gotten to use this hatchet man before. The first mission that it was ever actually going to be deployed in, it died. So, like, literally on its first, or rather second move. So I haven't actually had a chance to use it, and I've really been wanting to. Because it can fly at the same speed that it can run. Which is pretty hilarious. So we're going to gang up on this Griffin. We're going to see if I can't knock him down, because Griffins are incredibly dangerous. Shadowhawks less so. Shadowhawks are very painful if they get into the right position against you. But all things considered, not that bad of a mech to have to deal with. I'm going to get the advantage there. Do my weapons reach? Large laser? It does. Okay. That's wings. Of a sort. The no medium laser shot for the J2, but the J2 is of course jamming, as it do. My large laser at the top. 12, sure, why not? There's no downside for the single pot shot, and a PPC, absolutely. Enjoy. Again, no downside at this part. I'm actually a little surprised that he decided to shoot at the Raven instead of at the Panther, because the Panther didn't move all that fast. Didn't we headshot 2 enemy Atlases? We have. I wish. Fly like a rocket, but it's hot as one doing it. Yeah, it's currently carrying 12 feet for having done that. So there is that going for it, or against it, I suppose. However, it does have an AC 10, which I can sort of pop towards the enemy. You know, if it weren't a 14 to hit, how about you? Or 13? Yeah, it's not going to happen. So I get to burn that heat and not have to worry too much about it. 12, sure. And so everybody missed. No ghost targets, though, because he only rolled a 5. He needed a 6. However, since that first round has been basically a bust for everybody, we can take advantage of it. Griffin coming in much closer. Can I make it there? Oh, baby, we're in melee already. Sure, we've just built 4 heat in total, so we're going to be up to 14, and we only have 10 heat sinks, but hey, we're here now. Time to fight. I actually just ram right into you. That may not be the worst plan I've ever had, because we've underrun the Griffin wholly and completely. We're within his minimum range. He does not have a great capability of handling trying to fight us anymore. PPC will probably rearrange the Raven here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. God. I'm gonna get 2 off that. I want more. I need more speed. That would give me what I want, but that'll put a cicada right behind me. So I will deal with moving you shortly. Jump, since I don't want to attract too much attention to you. There. The Wolfhound. Also going to realize that charging is a very positive experience. Jump it, that's the plan. That was fun. Indeed. When you can jump at a distance of 6 in a mech that normally can only move much slower than that, life becomes fun. Okay, the cicada basically moved in a position that freed up that tile for me to charge right in on the Griffin. So I can get the 1J under cover, which is kind of what I wanted. Because now the 1J can sit here and open up with everything he has. The Hatchet Man will also open up with all of his big cannons. Yes, I know. Oh wait, we have way less heat buildup than I thought we did. Oh, this is the Raven, never mind. Medium and SRM 6. So tempted to fire this laser. In fact, you know what? I am going to burn this laser. Because I really want to, because I'm not certain when I'm going to have a better shot like that again. But I just realized that he's way too hot. 20 heat makes me stop. Panther, on the other hand, is a 9. Pull that up with an SRM burst. And then our Hatchet Man, of course. Gonna fire an AC 10 to sort of open things up, but we won't fire the medium laser. We're up to 17, which is something we kind of want to avoid. The Wolfhound. Fire a large laser and a medium. Hopefully we can get something. Yeah, so we'll have to make introductions when we get back into the mech lab. No ghost targets again. Oh, you're killing me here. All right, let's see. So the Griffin fires at the Wolfhound and misses. Needed a 9. Only rolled a 7. Our Raven J2, so this is the one with the ghost targets, hits 3 times with his medium lasers. Not bad for someone who needed to roll 9s. He rolled an 8, a 9, 10, and 11. I mean, I think he should just get something special for that. Shadowhawk opening fire on the Locust. Did manage to hit him with his AC 5, but missing with the rest of the group. The medium laser on the 2X Griffin managed to miss. However, he hit with the other one. So we're working on that. Cicada missed his entire burst, and it looks like everybody else missed as well, aside from the Stinger, who hit with a machine gun, and machine guns aren't super useful. The Griffin, unfortunately, is still standing, but I have a hatchet that is hopefully going to make that not the case. And jumping is, of course, very difficult to work with. So he's probably not going to hit with the hatchet. We'll give it a chance. Yeah, hatchet missed. The Cicada did actually manage to hit the Wolfhound, and then the Wolfhound fell. You needed a 5. Oh, so our Wolfhound is now on the ground. Did you miss the how to roll good, Ginger? Alright, so we're in tight with the Griffin, which is interesting. Where's my Panther? There's my Panther. The reason why I'm kind of worried about getting too slow as long as this Griffin is on the field is for the exact same reason of what ended up happening to with our Griffin with Argentavis in the last mission. So Argentavis was able to basically knock an entire mech out almost completely on his own in 2 turns. He could do the same thing. So we don't want to give him the opportunity to do that. I'm going to push the Wolfhound like this in hopes of pressuring you, and then you have moved into a range My full jump, so it's only 3. But it is a significant accuracy debuff. Turn right into you. I'm not going to let you get away. Not yet, anyway. I'm going to pull everybody over in this direction. See if we can't mob up on him a little bit. I'm not going to place myself in this position here because I might accidentally lose important pieces of my mechs. And I'd rather not do that. I will, however, move right in front of you so I can turn and fire a whole bunch of weapons into your face at a walk pace. Alright. Need 9s. 9s are good. 8s are better. We're going to break the cicada a little bit because I don't want him shooting my back. I am going to burn hard on that one. Actually, one less. 15 is good. I do have my handy dandy little card. I finally remembered to actually... There it goes. I finally remembered to take it out of my wallet. So a 5 is -1 movement points. It's a fun little thing that allows me to keep track of exactly what heat things do, rather than having to look at an actual chart, because the chart is here. Alright, so 7s is going to be really nice, actually. It's even better than the last round of shooting. 8 would be +1 modifier to fire. I don't really want to do that much. I'll take the +3 and be done with it. Save the SRMs for another time. I actually brought the Panther to try and engage other people, but hey, I guess you decided you wanted to come in close. If I wanted to turn and shoot you, it'd be a 12 or a 9. And I wanted to shoot you, it'd be an 11 or an 8. I'm going to fire a whole bunch of SRMs in your face and hope that you explode. The Hatchet Man is at 13 heat, so we're back sort of under control. Going to lob an AC 10 at him. I guess it's 16 heat, but we'll be okay with that. Wolfhound turns a little bit. Got an 8 on that. Fire the large laser there. And that's all I've got heat for at the moment. No ghost targets. He hasn't been able to roll a 6 in 3 rounds. Alright, let's see. Raven missing everything, unfortunate. The Shadowhawk missing everything except his SRM 2. So our little friendly locust down south is actually being quite useful at distracting half of the enemy force. Raven missed with the large laser, double tapped with the medium lasers though, so not terrible. Cicada hit the Raven with both of his medium lasers, unfortunate. Armor's getting a little light, especially along the CT. Panther missing with his SRM4, the Hatchman with his AC 10, and then the Wolfhound missed as well. Locust, on the other hand, did manage to hit with his medium laser and both machine guns. So interesting things may end up happening. We're gonna hope that you don't kick me in the face, because you could very well kill me. Needs a 10 to hit, sure, why not? Shh. Okay. So, the following has happened. The Griffin has kicked the Wolfhound on the left leg, and the Wolfhound fell over because of it. The Panther missed both of his punches. The Hatchet Man did actually manage to hit with his hatchet for 9 damage on that right leg, so not terrible right there. So we're finally actually starting to get some hits in with that. The Cicada and the Wolfhound both missed as well. The Locust, however, has kicked the left leg of the Stinger and knocked it over. So down south, that Locust is doing some damage, man. But yeah, our Wolfhound pilot has been having some pretty terrible luck, because Raging, you have managed to not roll above a 5 2 turns in a row. So I have 2 pilots who so far cannot seem to roll above a 5 and a 6. Yeah, enemy Cicada stays standing, unfortunately. Stinger went down, though. I'm just happy that the Cicada didn't boot the head off of my Panther. It's kind of my main happiness at this moment. You just moved incredibly slowly. Yeah, you got a walk mod. What? What is that? Oh, and you position yourself so perfectly. I mean, it's not obviously ideally perfectly, but that's some goodness right there. Because I like to move the Raven a little bit later. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. Come up like so, and twist. I'm going to prep for this Griffin. I didn't quite expect you to do that, but I'm not going to complain. Although that's good positioning because that prevents me from getting the walk. Alright, so where's my Wolfhound? I want my Wolfhound to be right here. 1, 2, 3. Yes, that should be fine. Guess you can make 5, right? Aha, he made a 5. Let's see, the Raven 1J is going to circle in like so. Yeah, because you're so hot. I've been toasty with you. But, you know, you'll move right here. Because you can't handle the heat anyway. And then you'll move up the hill a little bit. Turn around. If I get up that hill, can I get the shot? I can't. Okay. Well, I'll have the shot over the shoulder. That'll do it. Trying to keep the speed relatively, or rather the risk relatively low. Yeah, you're dead. I'm gonna burn everything I've got into you. That'll be the +8. That'll give us the -1 to hit. Just home from work. How's everyone doing? I'm doing pretty good, Cool Carts. Thank you for asking. By the way, hi Talik. I didn't say hello. Hello, spirits. Well, he is just learning what ghost targets seem legit in this new sector. Sorting through some probes. It's going really well. It has gone fairly decently. So, at least the first one did. We're about to find out this one. Hi, I'm on your right side, which means I'm gonna drill into you like it's nobody's business. And the reason why is because his right side is where all of his weapons are. So I can get a good solid hit on him. I can do some truly nasty evil things to him. And hi, my AC 10 actually doesn't need ridiculously high numbers to hit. And the Wolfhound came over here for the explicit reason of shooting him in the back. And we shall do it. Hey, Ghost Targets is active. Got with a 7. It's not a huge amount of assistance, but every little bit helps. So the Griffin hits the Wolfhound in the right torso. Not great. And knocked out all of his armor. So that's a big problem. That right torso also covers that right arm, which happens to be the large laser, which we need. Locust did hit the Stinger some more in the right leg, so you may actually blow off both the legs on the Stinger. Good job. Shadowhawk missing most of his stuff. Still hits with the SRM 2. The right arm on the Locust is now exposed, but that's just a machine gun. The Raven starting to burn into the back of the Cicada with 3 of 4 hits on that one. Cicada returned fire, hit the Hatchet Man with a small laser and a medium laser. And our large laser did hit the right leg, unfortunately, of the Griffin. From as far as PPC, we've knocked out the left torso armor on the Griffin, so that's not the armor I wanted. I wanted the right torso armor. Stinger missed all his stuff. The Hatchman missed his stuff, so he hasn't managed to hit with this cannon once so far. Wolfhound missed with 1 of his lasers, hit with 2 others, and he's starting to cause lots of crits. So many crits, in fact, the Cicada has fallen. Excellent. The right arm is also out of armor. There's no armor. Yes, I am aware. Its life is bad. Swing that hatchet. Griffin kicked the Hatchman and blew through the leg armor. That's unfortunate. So we have some severe internal structure damage. Oh, critical hit, explosive equipment. So we had to burn some edge in order to avoid that critical hit on the jump jets, and that moved into the hip. That's going to require an entire replacement of that leg now. So that's not good. We have the definition of high-speed track. Locust, on the other hand, did manage to continue to beat the ever-living crap out of him. Hatchman succeeded in staying standing, however, he needed to roll a second time because he's got hit damage and he fell on that one. Took it to the CT, which went to the through armor critical, which he rerolled with edge. The Spirit of Shade is so strong with this mech. Also, he did manage to hit with the hatchet twice. He's blown up in the left arm. So, not going brilliantly, you might say. We also got to get this Wolfman some cover. Both suffering. What have you missed? You missed all of Cobra's probe mission, which went off without a hitch. This Locust also has been beating the ever-living crap out of both of these mechs. Like, eventually this Locust is going to start dying, but as long as things continue, I mean, this Stinger's probably dead. So, Panther. A little disappointed he didn't cause more damage. Back you up a little bit. Oh, hi. That was not the plan.
New target acquired.
Cool Cards has been subscribed for 3 months. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate the support. Let's see if you can get up. Needs a 7. He got up and he's walking. Holy crap. That is brilliant and beautiful. Alright, since you show me your butt, I may as well try and take advantage of said butt. Although the mech with arms would be preferred. And the only reason I say that is so that I can focus more fire into it. The Wolfhound can actually make that move. Guard that right side. Of course, not from the Cicada, who we're going to have to duel with. So I will slip in. Where is your weak armor? I mean, aside from the fact that you are a Cicada. So left side is your weakness, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to come over here, turn like so. I'm going to kill you in this round. You're not even going to realize it. Cicada actually did fall once before it got up, so that is very helpful. Alright, so let's twist this so we have the shot. And I'm going to unload on you. We're up to plus 11. At plus 11, I'm working at minus 2 movement points. I mean, if I can kill this thing, it's got to be worth it. It's a bit of an if, but hey, we're going to give it our best. All the scatter guns that I can throw at him. Panther, you kind of came into a place I didn't want you to be. I'm going to lob a PPC at your buddy, and then I'm going to see if I can't get some lucky crits over here. Hatchet Man has an AC 10 right at the front. However, the Hatchet Man is probably better suited firing at the slightly more accurate and probably more guaranteed shots down over there. The Wolfhound is, however, going to try and buzzsaw through your back a little bit. So please do not resist. Oh good, you didn't shoot the Wolfhound. Alright, so PPC hit the Hatchet Man in the right leg and blew off his right leg entirely. That's not great. At the same time, the Raven did manage to blow off the Cicada's left arm entirely. And then the right arm. So the Cicada is now armless. Excellent. Raven laying into the right leg on that Griffin, weakening even more. Wow, the AC-10 from the Hatchet Man managed to open fire, blow off the left leg and the left torso, transferred to the center torso. He's got 2 structure remaining in the center torso for a medium laser follow-up, so there's not much left of that mech at all. The Locust has blown off the left arm and right leg of the Cicada, and yeah, Thunder's blacked out. Oh, I know why Thunder's doing so shit. Totally forgot about it. Thunder has a concussion that gives him like +2/+3 piloting. It's a problem. Kick him. Boots to the face. See if we can't knock out that leg. Let's see, the Griffin managed to kick my Panther with 1 leg remaining. The Raven kicked the Griffin. 2 structure remaining, and there's the right leg of the Griffin thanks to the Wolfhound giving it a bit of a punch in his ankles. The Panther stays standing, however, the Griffin does not. Like, looks by his local units. And with that, we did manage to get the 26% that we needed in order to get that done. So, good job, people. We control the battlefield. Skate is either out of guns or only has a medium laser left. He's donezo. So, we should probably get Thunder off the line. He probably needs to go back to get a little bit of healing. Yeah, the Cicada appears to be salvaged, so that means the center torso was completely destroyed. Probably, I guess, when he fell over. We'll grab that Griffin, because, you know, why not? More Griffins are always good, right? Alright, the Griffin I'm going to give to the Wolfhound, because the Wolfhound was, while there were 2 very important hatchet attacks, the Wolfhound was the one who finally knocked his ankles out. So, ooh, that's actually a pretty question. So the Cicada absolutely, however, goes to the Hatchet Man. The Griffin I'm going to give to the Wolfhound. And the Stinger goes to Loco, who is not us, and Loco did a tremendous job. Light damage. Okay, so we know who's getting the repair bay this month. Or this week. It's not Cobra, it's Diamondback! Because, you know, Diamondback. That's how they roll. No damage on the Raven, which is going to be good. And a little bit of reload. I do not have replacement legs, and I'm not sure that I can't get prototype jump jets. However, a while back, like, at this point, it's like 4 weeks at this point, we did roll a 3 additional spare parts roll. I did use 1 in order to get a replacement fusion engine for our Transgressor, and the other 2 parts I'm going to use for the prototype jump jets. And that will settle us entirely. Although that was only 1 part, so we still have 1 more. off on this. We're down to 1. And that'll settle us pretty nicely. I think he can go through and just sort of reload all of the things, because that's what he does. The Morrigan man is possibly the most lucky mech that we've ever had. He's lost his entire right armor. He's lost his entire right torso armor, but he didn't take any structure damage. Thank you, Corbin, for the support. You've been with us for 10 months. Yes, and we stole a 5500 for it, so not bad. The Griffin's kind of in pieces, but hey, the Hatchman is going to require a replacement leg, unfortunately. Although I'm not going to have to, fix the thing, so that'll be nice. All right, so let's go heal up the mech armor so that I'm not staring at, pieces laying all over my mech bay. Raven, yeah, I can get some more work done. 5. 60, that's good. That gets the Raven on my mech bay. Hatchman needs other repairs. The Panther needs a 55-minute repair on his torso. The Dervish is out. The Morgan is going to require a little bit of repairs. Not the worst thing ever. I've seen far, far worse. And the Griffin is workable by anybody who wants to. Use this as an opportunity to repair shit. Oh, well, you know what? I'm going to sell the Griffin, because I don't feel like trying to fix the broken arm. Plus, I have a Griffin currently sitting in storage. Sell Griffin. We'll make ourselves 1.5 million silvers, which is a decent amount of money. It's Monday, December 19th. Boomies. Yes, the boomies. So, in the first hour, we got a pair of probing missions done. Yeah, we actually did that pretty gosh darn quickly. Not too shabby. So, we'll be able to see what this week has to go for us. But first things first, we're going to check the personnel market. We could pick up a mech warrior who happens to be, bringing along with him a Wasp 1A. And the mech warrior happens to be a piloting 7, gunnery 5. Oh, thank you. Briefing room, what have we got this week? 2 more missions. We got a hide and seek attacker and another probe attacker. So the probe is going to be Cobra. The hide and seek is going to be Diamondback. Oh, God. They want Diamondback and they want them bad. Yeah, 7.5 is pretty bad. He's a decent shot, but he doesn't actually know how to drive the mech. Alright, so since it's a brand new week, although the Hatchman needs his leg replacement. And so I kind of need him back going. Not that part. Should we parts acquisition order another couple one of these? Just because I kind of anticipate we're going to lose the leg. That guy's call sign should be fodder. I think the Wolverine had a little bit of maintenance, as did the Griffin 1LR. And we're working the Atlas 345 minutes until that's done. Tick the clock. Alright, let's see if we can actually get this leg replacement going. There's no way we're going to get this leg replacement going. It's going to take 960 minutes. When is this? The 21st? It's the 20th. Tomorrow's the 21st. He's got one chance to make this leg work, and then I'm going to have to sub in our Griffin, which, a little less than ideal. He failed, and he destroyed the leg. See, this is why I bought 2 legs. Alright. It is the 21st, so D-back. We're going to have to sub you out. And you know what? He's got chronic traumatic encephalopathy. He literally can't drive the mech. Okay, he's out for a while. We're going to remove you from the TOD. So unfortunately, Thunder's injuries just have been continuous concussions to the head, and that is not working out for him. We're going to have to bring in Shadow Wolf. TOD. Down back at unit, mech, medium. And since we should have known that about him, but we didn't check, it is now on to Cobra. Well, we can save it. Send in boa. Send in the boas. It's the curse of the hatchet man. Clearly it is. I mean, the number of negative rolls that he got, and then just basically dying. Okay, you're back in the transport bay, so I can have an easier time fixing this up. And we will see if we need to use our special ability to do that. But yeah, Diamondback will now be having Shadow Wolf sub in for the next little while. And hopefully things will be fine. It is the 21st, so it is time for the mission. And it's going to be hide and seek. Must destroy half the enemy units while losing less than 1/3 of your own. The one of them is a defense. We can use a special ability. Neither of them is a defense. Both are attackers. But we are on the assault. I'm back looking to murderize people. Dusk/dawn. Oh. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to put a cut in here, I think. But first things first, I'm going to call in the Stingray. Actually, did the... Yeah, the Eagle refit failed, so we're going to have to wait for the other half of the 10,770 minutes required for its full refit. So it's not going to be a fast refit. Down to 3,600 minutes on the Atlas. That'll be nice. I think I'm going to give them a little bit of air support on this one. You're going to go hide and seek. That way we'll get some fire support going on here that they will hopefully be able to help out with. And I need to double check my bombs because I'm going to let them up to the gills with explosives so they can blow everything into little tiny pieces. Like bombs. Maximal bombs. Clusters? I do have cluster bombs. Ooh. There were a lot of vehicles on that list. Cluster bombs would actually be really useful. So I'm actually going to change my bomb type to clusters. That way I can just annihilate targets. At least that's the plan. Because right now we're looking at... Got Cicada, Vedette, Von Luckner. That Von Luckner is going to be nasty. A Saladin, a Locust, Pegasus, and Wasp. Backed up by a Locust Stinger. There's a little bit too much pressure here. I know why it's doing it, but again, we'll have to slightly fix that force. We're gonna put a cut in here for YouTube people. After all, they only get an hour in between for episodes, so this will be their Monday allotment of MekHQ, which hopefully they will enjoy. So we'll say goodbye to our YouTube friends. But don't worry, we'll still be streaming for the next couple of hours. We have quite a few missions, hopefully, that we can get on through. Hey, maybe we'll get out as many as 6 missions in. Wouldn't that be awesome? Instead of like the 1.5 that we normally get in. Alright, so to my YouTube friends, thank you very much for watching. I have been Tirak. If you like what you've been seeing, make sure that you hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see the notification every single time that I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.